Hey, thanks again for tuning in to Zo-ologist. Thanks for the likes, the shares, the follows, and thanks for the subscribes. So what are we talking about today? I'm gonna go ahead and dive right into it. I ain't gonna keep the time for too long. Hey, thank you guys for the support with the book. Um, if you want more information about how to purchase your book, jot down in the comments info with the Art of Healing on Amazon. Um, hey, we're talking about discovering our wins today. Let's talk about discovering our wins. I'm going to make a short. What you're watching now is a short. It's only a minute. I need you to go over and watch the full video, discovering our wins. So we're talking about discovering our wins. Just learn how to. You just really have to learn how to block out your losses. I'm not saying forget them. You have to know when to block them out. I say block them out strategically because you have to learn to use them as motivation. Yeah, you like that accent? But no, for real though, learn to use your losses as motivation to push you and gain you access to your wins. But block out your losses, learn from them, and learn to use them as motivation. Uh, the journey really is only long, when we make it, when we force it to be. When we force it to be long, that's the only time it's long. But you're gonna go through your seasons. You're gonna go through those L's. We're gonna go through them seasons, but you gotta understand your reasons. In your season of loss, you gotta understand your purpose. You have to rediscover a lot. But again, we're talking about discovering our wins. Let's discover our wins. We're going to discover our wins. We're going to discover our wins by turning them losses into lessons, and then being receptive to receiving our blessings. Again, we got to learn how to discover our wins. I said again. We're learning how to discover our wins. One way I do, I have to protect my mental. I have to be very selective with my mental. I'm learning it though, I'm discovering it. But again, everything that we talk about I talk about on these videos, man, I'm hoping it's helping you, it's pushing you, it's getting you nearer to your wins. Because man, say we're gonna go through some losses, man. We're gonna experience some L's. That's one thing about life. You're always gonna experience some L's, but you gotta learn how to dance in them. Say, man, you gotta learn how to swim in them. You gotta learn how to walk through the mud during your L seasons. But then you also got to keep keep that notepad so you can take mental notes. You know what I'm saying? And then when you're feeling down, you can go back and read those mental notes. But hey, we talking about discovering our wins. Again, go watch the long version. This is the long version. If you made it this far, this is the long version. I will make a short. Make sure on the short you go watch the long version. But again, we're talking about discovering our wins. I tell you one thing I do, and let's see. I almost said but I didn't. But anyways, seriously, discover your wins by you have to mute your brain. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta sometimes man, you gotta shut it off. But I'm not talking about only when you sleep. That shouldn't be the only time you shut your brain off. Is when you sleep. You gotta know how to shut your brain off, regardless of where you are, who you with, who you talking to. You have to learn how to shut your brain off. Yeah. Another way I discover my wins. Let's see. One physical thing I do is I go to the gym. I don't know if it's my age. Yes, I'm 40. But when I go to the gym, it's like I get a different sensation this time versus back then. When I was young, I'm just working out so I can have a better body. But now I'm working out because it's doing something to me. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's doing something to me. But hey, learn how to discover your wins. You can always jot down in the comments too Hey, what is something that you do? If, if you ask or if you talk, I'll talk back. Um, just ask in the comments, and I'll talk back to you. But through my videos, but discovering our wins, it can be a little tricky and it can be a little risky. All wins ain't your wins. You know what I'm talking about? You got to know what your wins are. You got to know what wins to press the gas on and what wins to press the brakes on. But again, all my wins are not going to be all your wins. You have to discover your wins through your losses. Go back, go look at those L's, go look at them. What did I do? What role did I play? Now, after we do that, we can shut that off. You know what I'm talking about? You got to shut that off. Once you revisit that past, you shut it off. You shut it off, man. One way I shut it off is by not watching social media, not scrolling through it. One way I shut off my past, I'm not even gonna lie. It's a let's see, what is it called? I'm gonna be discreet about it, but there's a social media that starts with an F. Man, had me in my deepest state of depression I've ever been in. But I ain't gonna mention no names. But again, scrolling through social media, looking at all these fantasies that you don't have. I'm just gonna say you have to control your mental. You control your mental, you can start controlling your moves. And when you control your moves, you can control your money. But hey, we discovering our wins over here. Again, go look at discovering our wins. Hey, y'all, please send this to someone. Who's going to send it to someone? Who's going to send it to someone? Who's going to send it to someone? Discovering our wins. We're just talking about discovering wins. Discovering our wins. It can be that quiz or that test that we took in high school or in college. But again, you have to go look at your notes. Your past is your notes. Go discover your wins through your past. Take them notes and then move on from them. And now we're trying to walk in these wins. We got to learn how to walk in our wins. But hey, I hope you guys got the message. Message.